a month and 2 days until I graduate. Hey you guys, it's Morgan Mitchell, and today marks countdown to graduation. I have roughly 1 month left until I graduate from Wittenberg University. I know I'm wearing a Tennessee sweatshirt, but I'm still a Wittenberg Tiger at heart. And so today is also the rechartering anniversary of the Zeta Rho chapter of Alpha Phi Omega here on campus. And I happen to be a brother of Alpha Phi Omega. So when I was a freshman at Wittenberg, Alpha Phi Omega was still a petitioning group. We were not a full chapter. We didn't really have enough people for a full chapter. So we were petitioning to become a full Greek chapter on campus. And at that point, I had no clue what Alpha Phi Omega was. I didn't know anyone who was really in it. And I just kind of went about my life, tried getting into social Greek organizations, and was rejected. And that hurt, but I realized that it wasn't meant to be. So by junior year, I kept trying anyway to see if I could get into a social Greek organization. And I couldn't. But my sophomore year, a few of my friends ended up joining Alpha Phi Omega. So by the time that spring rush had rolled around for APO, I was on one of the top of their lists. So I decided to go to a recruitment event because my friend had decided to drag me there kicking and screaming. And so I went and I fell in love with the group. I loved all of the people that I had met there. And I pledged and rushed Alpha Phi Omega that semester. So APO is a service fraternity. It is co-ed, but it's more than just doing service. We have 3 pillars: leadership, friendship, and service. So they're exactly what they sound like. Leadership, you're learning how to lead a group of people. You're learning more about becoming a better leader yourself. So for our leadership events, it's a lot of team building. It's a lot of how to present yourself during interviews and resume building. And it's actually a lot of fun to go to those kind of leadership events and learn more about yourself and about the other brothers in your fraternity. Fellowship is friendship. So if you go to church and they have fellowship and donuts, that's what you're doing. You're socializing, you're having fun. So we have fellowship events. It's usually going and getting pizza together, or just going and watching movies and just relaxing, game nights, just any kind of social event that we have on campus, we typically try to make into a fellowship event at some point. And then obviously there's the thing that we were founded on, service. We have on-campus and we have off-campus service, and not one is more important than the other, but our group primarily tries to focus on doing off-campus service so that way we can get our name out there in the community better and be more active in the community of our college, because where we are, we like to say that Wittenberg has a bubble and that no one really goes outside of the Wittenberg bubble except for food. And so APO has really been trying to put ourselves out there and to go experience life outside of the Wit bubble. And I'm really happy about that. So here's where I'm about to get a little sad. So another nice thing about being in a Greek organization is that you then get a whole bunch of brothers and sisters all over the world and all over the nation who are similar to you. And for me, this has become really important because I'm going off to Disney in August, and I was absolutely terrified that I was going to know nobody else with the exception of the 2 or 3 friends that I knew going into the program who were already in. And now I have at least 6 or 7 other Alpha Phi Omega brothers that are going with me, and on top of that, I still have the people from my chapter. I have my big, I have my 2 littles, I have my twin, I have my nephew, I have all of these wonderful people within my chapter that I know that when things get rough, I can still turn to them and that when things get rough for them, they can still turn to me. I love being an Alpha Phi Omega, and I would not trade it for the world. I would also like to thank Social Greek Life for actually rejecting me, because if it wasn't for that, I don't know if I ever would have joined APO. Like, APO has become a second or third family for me, and it's become a support system that I don't know if I could ever live without. So, thank you. And I have a month and 2 days until I graduate. So, my goal for the rest of this semester, I guess you can say, is to do a video a week, maybe even two, depending on the type of events that I have going on that week, and basically have it be a little diary leading up until graduation and even going a little past graduation, kind of showcasing what it's like to be a graduating senior and, you know, all of that fun stuff. So my room is currently a mess, so unfortunately you guys can't see that, but perhaps later on I can show you guys, you know, like the progression of my room being moved out or something like that. So here it is, countdown to graduation. 1 month and 2 days. Let's go. Tiger up.